Hi there, welcome to Larry Shaves. You probably realized a few days ago I did an unboxing from a box, big box, heavy box that I received from Chuck Shank of Chuck's Shaving Channel. And he had all kinds of soaps and splashes, razors in it. And one of the items that he sent to me was a sample of what we're going to be using today. The only one in the box that he sent that I already had the full set for. And this one is today's shave soap, Temps Barbershop. Now, it looks like it should be Bon Temps, but it's pronounced Bon Temps, which means good times. And so we're going to be using that soap today. We also have the aftershave splash, which is called After Sauce. And we're going to be using that today in our shave. Our razor today is going to be the Ollie Works in blue with the number 2 plate, the medium plate. We're going to be using that today. And for our brush, the Simpson Trafalgar T3. Great little brush. And we're going to be using that today in our shave. So let's get the shave going today. This is from the Cajun Blade store. And we're going to scoop out a little bit, let's say about that much, and put it onto the thumb just like that, and press it down in the bowl and flatten it out as flat as we can get it, because that works up a better lather. I learned that trick from a good friend of mine, the Lathered Yeti. Talked to him at the Maggard meetup and had a good conversation about lathers. If you want to know how to make a good lather, he's the guy you need to watch. He has a good YouTube channel, and he will never lead you astray in how to make a good lather. All right, we're going to wet the brush and then wring out some of the water and commence to make the soap for our shave today. The Cajun Blade, Temps Barbershop. Going to add a little more water. Talked with Eric at the Maggard meetup. Eric at Cajun Blade writes this: at the Cajun Blade store, the business was built from a simple idea: create the kind of shaving products I personally wanted to use every day. Founded in the Southwest Louisiana area in 2024 through my eBay store, the Cajun Blade store grew from my passion for traditional wet shaving, straight razors, honing, and handcrafted shaving products built without shortcuts. What started as a personal hobby quickly became a family-run business rooted in craftsmanship, community, and respect for traditional shaving. Now, the Cajun Blade store can be found online. He no longer has an eBay store, but he has a brand new webpage, and it is thecajunbladestore.com. Thecajunbladestore.com. So check it out. We have a great lather all ready to go, so we're going to spray my face, get it wet, and then I know I got like blondish white hair, and it's hard to see the hair there, but believe me, it is there. Some fella commented a few days ago that I had a baby butt smooth shave before I shave, but no, I got hair there. You just can't see it. Me and Mark Zarady and I had the same problem on camera. But anyway, it is there, and we're going to shave it off today with Bon Tom Good Times Barbershop. Bon Tom means good times. And we're going to have a good time today as we have this shave. At least I'm going to have a good time. All right. All lathered up. And we're going to commence with our shave. I'm using an RK blade today, and this is the third use for this blade. Excuse me. I usually do 2 or 3 shaves with a blade, and so this one probably will be tossed in my recycle tub at the conclusion of this shave. I usually use a blade 2 or 3 times, usually 2, but sometimes 3, and then I toss it. Some people, I saw a guy online the other day, he uses a blade 5 times, and maybe I could get by doing that, but I've got so many blades. Chuck Shank sent me in his box, oh, razor blade after razor blade, and I will probably never have to buy another blade. Now, there's a difference between have to and will do. But I've got blades I know not of. I've got plenty of blades. So I'll be using those from time to time that he sent. And this soap that I'm using today from the Cajun Blade store, I picked up at the Maggard meetup. And my wife went along. I am so glad I took her because she found a lot of soaps that she liked the scent of and said, here, you got to get this. So I was at the Cajun Blade table there at Maggard's, and I was on the left side of the table, and I was checking out Dude of Oud, which I did purchase, and she was at the right side of the same table, and she was looking at today's soap, and she said, Larry, you got to get this. So much so that she bought it for me. So there you go. I did a video on the Dude of Oud recently from the Cajun store and Cajun Blade store, and it was really, really good. And so is this. I love this scent. Kind of an old-timey barbershop scent, and I think it is really, really good. Now, Eric of the Cajun Blade store said these things. He said, what began as a limited Mardi Gras release quickly earned its place as a permanent fixture in the Cajun Blade lineup. Bon Temps Barbershop, meaning Good Time Barbershop in Cajun French, has become our classic barbershop scent built on tradition, familiarity, and timeless appeal. And it is appealing. It is really a great, great soap. He says, he goes on to say, this is a true Southern barbershop fragrance, clean, masculine, and comforting without being dated. Now, my wife got the smaller tin, this size. This is the only size that he had at Maggard's on that day, and they are available. It is available in the larger size, so I'm going to be ordering that. And I'll keep this one for traveling. But I'll be replacing this razor blade. It's pulling just a little bit. That may be because I've got a day and a half, close to 2 day growth. But this is the third day. How many shaves of a blade out of a blade do you get? Like I said, I saw one guy said he got five. Some people are one and done. I got I got so many blades now I could do the one and done without any problem. And the nice thing about wet shaving, traditional wet shaving, they're very inexpensive blades, 10, 15 cents a piece for most of them. So a guy could do one and done and be happy with that. Well, our first pass is finished, so let's re-wet the face. And then, of course, we're going to relather the face. Eric goes on to say that in describing this soap from Eric from Cajun Blade, he says this: bright citrus opens the scent, followed by a warm spice and aromatic herbs, all resting on a smooth woody base. It strikes the balance between fresh and warm, old school and refined. Bone Tom Barbershop brings to mind straight razor shaves, hot towels, and the unmistakable scent of a real barbershop, the kind that leaves a memory behind. It's powdery and fresh, layered with just enough depth to keep it grounded and grown. And this is a tremendous barbershop scent. Growing up in Indiana, we didn't have, at least I never found any barbershops that did shaving. And I didn't know, I'd seen movies, uh, most of them westerns, where they would go in and get their hair cut and get a shave. But I never saw that happening there, and not until I moved to Virginia. Now, where I was getting my hair cut in Virginia, we're going to do a second pass east to west here across the grain. Where I was going, the barber next to me would do shaving. And I'd watch that, and I always wanted to have him do that. But before I could do it, he had some health issues and had to retire. Now I don't know of any in our area that where the barbers actually shave. But that's all right because I like to shave. That's what I'm doing right now. Now, the barber that I went to in his shop where that guy was, he also has a kind of a shop in his home. And I don't go to his shop anymore. I go get a haircut in his home because he's got a nice setup, and he lives closer to me than his barber shop. So I go there once a month or so and get a haircut. And just a couple of weeks ago, I asked him if he does shaving, you know. Um, and he said when he started out, he used to do that, but he doesn't do it anymore. He said, there's very few people that do that. Most people, men, have either beards or do their own shaving. And I don't have a beard, but I do my own shaving, and I love it. Started out years ago as a chore. Oh man, I got to shave today. But it has quickly become a joy every morning. It really is. It's a joy to shave. I really enjoy it. And if you are using cartridge razors or you're using electric razors, try yourself with a double-edged safety razor or a single edge like the leaf twig. And you too, I'm sure, will enjoy it. Because now I enjoy getting up in the morning and getting a nice shower and a great shave. In that era, in that order. I know another guy who has a shaving channel, John Shaves 101, and he shaves and then he takes a shower. And the great thing about traditional wet shaving is you do what's good for you. What works for you is what you need to do. Well, this is our second pass, and I'm not going to need a third pass. That is great. So we're going to rinse off the face, dry it, and then we're going to apply the aftershave. Our aftershave splash is called After Sauce from the Cajun Blade, and we're going to open the cap right now and pour out some in our hand, just like that. Rub it together and then rub it on the face. Oh man, is that great? That scent, that classic old style barbershop scent is terrific. And we really love that. We've been shaving today with the Cajun Blade's Good Time Barbershop. And this is excellent. And if you'd like to check it out, again, their webpage is the CajunBladeStore.com. The CajunBladeStore.com. Well, thank you for joining me today for our shave, and trust that it's been meaningful to you. I've had a good time, and I'm thankful that you came and joined us for the shave today. We'll be back soon with another shave. In the meantime, would you please subscribe to the channel? It will greatly help the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Until we get together again here in the Shave Den, happy shaving.